by day. The way of the drifter warriors can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Okay, it's BixWeirRoadRoad.com. Got your bug out bag? And the insanity of year zero. Normally when we have like protests and riots, they start on Thursday or Friday and they end by Sunday because most of the time a lot of people have to go to work. And it doesn't give protesters give cover for the rioters, for the Antifa crowd, the paid off people to cause the uproar. Problem is now no one's going back to work because no work's open. So yeah, the bad guys are going. They're not going down easy, but we still are winning. It might not look like it. They are doing everything they can to burn up what they're going to have to leave behind. They, meaning the bad guys. They will no longer be in charge. All we have to do is tell the truth. That's all we have to do. Trump and the NSA and the FBI, they know the truth. Why aren't they coming out? Yeah, they classified Antifa as a terrorist organization. But everybody knew that, and we've known it for years. In the meantime, they've been able to create this plan and do what they're doing to us. So yeah, every big city around the United States has people injected in there to cause the civil unrest. It's all part of the plan. It is insane. As a matter of fact, they are planting bricks right now at every big city. Here it is. They're even coned off. Look at that.
Bro, they got them bricks, bro. We are protesting.
Yeah, we got our bricks.
Crazy.
We're protesting. We're going to just put a pile of bricks near every protest so it just randomly happens that there's bricks going through store windows. It's sad. Anyway, hey, if you're living near one of these cities, which I do, I don't live close to downtown, but I still live near a city. One, you should have a gun. Don't use it. Don't use it unless it's like the last chance type of thing. Because especially with a big crowd, I hope everybody saw the guy come out with his bow and arrow pointing at people. I'm like, what an idiot. You got 150 people around you rioting and you're pulling out a bow and arrow and aiming it at people. What did they do? They took it and they beat him up. I don't know what happened to that guy. I'm scared to even ask. Anyway, here is a good prepper page, the Organic Prepper. Riots are coming to a city near you. What you need to do right now. And this is from Karen Morse, who's they went through the Ferguson riots. If you are living near the location of the riots, what you should be doing right now. For those who live near the location in Minneapolis, of course, now it's everywhere. Any big city is going to have this bullshit because they bring people in buses to cause the riots. This is George Soros, Antifa, all that crowd, the lefties. I'm not here to comment on what starts the riot. I have a rock solid beliefs, but like most of the discussion on COVID right now will only produce fighting. Let's talk about something productive that we can be on the same page with. Here's what you need to do if you live near a city. This is great advice. Pack your bug out bag. Get ready to take off. If you live anywhere near the riots, you should have a bug out bag ready. Don't know what a bug out bag is? It's a bag that you put things in together so that you're ready to leave at a moment's notice. During the Ferguson riots, before we knew about bug out bags, we kept packed suitcases in our vehicles so that if we couldn't get home, we had the necessary items to go somewhere else. Be ready. Keeping your B.O.B. in your car is a bug out bag. It's Bob. In your car is an extra added plus. Another thought that will help you get out quickly if you need to is the need to back your car into your driveway or garage. This will allow you to pull out of your garage quickly as possible. Know where you're going to go. I do have a bug out location. Are you going to be going to a friend's house outside of Minneapolis or Atlanta or Portland or Columbus or Oakland? Do you have relatives where you can go? Are you going to stay in a hotel? First of all, no hotels are open right now. Plan it out now. Not only but get permission from the people you hope to stay with now. It's a good idea. Number 3, decide what event during the riots will trigger your departure. What's it going to take? A block away from your house, they start looting. A mile away from your house? I don't know. But talk about it and decide and have a plan. If you have to move, you got to move. Use Twitter. Yes, use Twitter. People will take pictures of what's going on and post it to Twitter, probably within your area if the riots are going on in your area. Twitter was a better tool than the police scanner for us when we lived through the Ferguson riots. We had people being pulled from cars at intersections near our house. We had to know what was the safest way to get out of town. That's one of the scariest. If you're on the freeway and they stop the cars and then go rampaging from car to car, that's some scary stuff. Please understand that normalcy bias can get you killed. Resist it. What is normalcy bias? It's believing that everything will be the same as it's always been. How do you fight against normalcy bias? This article has a whole section on doing that, and they link a section. This is the organicprepper.com. Number 6, help prepare your kids for what's going on. This is for younger kids. Just let me read it. Parents, if you find yourself living in these riots, it doesn't matter whether your kids are 15 or 3, you can talk to them in an age-appropriate way about what's going on. Help them feel as safe as you can. Tell them that you're going to leave if you feel like their safety is threatened, and then do it as soon as you need to. Help them pack their own bags. Make sure you include a lovey for your younger children. I think that's like a teddy bear or when I was a kid, it was like a little towel that you had your whole life. Your lovey. Number 7, take a video of you walking through your house and record everything in case they burn it down. Record everything. Number 8, realize that you are going to mourn. It's normal and it's okay. Once the riot has turned more violent, I completely lost my sense of security, even in my own home. That might sound like a duh moment, but until something like this happens, it's hard to realize just how deep your sense of security has been and just how much it is now gone. It was that normalcy bias that I talked about earlier. It was then that I realized that things weren't going to get better quickly. Number 9, unfortunately, this is probably going to continue for a long time. Nobody's working. Everybody's getting paid. The police, at least in the Democratic states like California, aren't doing much. They think the sensitivity to the issue is more important than the law at this point in time. You can thank your government for that. Why do they do it? To make you more dependent upon the government. Yes, they are that sick, by the way. Number 10, take time to get your car ready now. Full tank of gas, backup gas, pack your stuff in your car ready to go. Having items that you keep in your car at all times is very helpful in case you ever need to leave quickly. Various tools, foods, drinks, first aid kits in your family vehicle. Pretty cool. The Organic Prepper. Go check it out. Now, I'm not saying I am absolutely staying where I am for now. I'm not saying I won't move, but I'm saying I am striving to keep a positive attitude going. I think Trump is talking about calling out the National Guard. Should we need to lock things down? Absolutely. I think he didn't call out the National Guard. I think he told the mayors to. And they're local. So National Guard, yep, that helps. I think a better way for Trump to go about it is to go after the leaders of this thing, the people organizing it. Take them and put them in jail for the rest of their lives. George Soros, Barack Obama, the whole gang of the bad guys. What the hell are you waiting for? This is what happens when you wait too long. Trump and friends and Q and all that. This is what happens. You've had these people in your sights for years. And you waited too long. So we got to deal with this. Hey, there's no sensitivity now anymore. The gloves are off. Martial law, absolutely. No, it's not a good thing. And hopefully we won't stay under martial law. It'll be very limited until they round up these assholes who are doing this. Again, Antifa, George Soros, the Minnesota Attorney General, who's trying this case, is an Antifa leader. What else do you need? Anyway, that's your update. Check out my video this morning talking about gold-silver ratio. It's coming down quick. It's at 98. It's going to 1-to-1. If you have gold, people are like yelling at me, "Oh, gold's better because you can travel with gold." I'm telling you that gold and silver are going to be worth the exact same. And you're saying, "Oh, no, I like gold because I can have less of it." Makes no sense. Makes no sense. What would you rather have? What would you rather have? 1,000 gold pieces or 1,000,000 silver pieces? 1,000 gold pieces or 1,000,000 silver pieces? With 1,000,000 silver pieces, you could buy your own armored truck. Don't worry about storage, right? It's all a mindset. You are being conditioned to think gold is more valuable than silver because they rig the price. That's the only reason. When you think about it, they're both stores of value. They're both monetary metals. But silver is absolutely necessary for a high-tech future in industrial applications. Silver is way more valuable than gold will ever be. For that reason. They're both exactly the same monetary metals. As a matter of fact, silver has a longer history as being monetary metal than gold does. The conditioning comes in. They've rigged the price for so long, they got you thinking that gold's more rare than silver. It's not. There's 6 billion ounces of each available today. 6 billion each. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. If we have to start digging it out of the ground, absolutely. Right now, I think it's 8-to-1 ratio that they pull it out of the ground. But remember, 90% of that, 90% of that's gone in industrial applications. So there's massively more silver. And the ratio, right now it's 6 billion to 6 billion. What happens when you dig gold out of the ground? It continues to build the pile. What happens when you dig silver out of the ground? It gets used up and thrown into trash heaps. Very little silver is actually recycled. Flat screen TVs, cell phones, solar panels. There you have it. Buy silver. Save yourself some time. If you want to buy gold, buy silver today. Wait for the ratio to get at least 10-to-1 or 20-to-1. But 98-to-1, if I was going to buy gold just because I loved it, because I would buy silver right now and wait for that ratio to squeeze in because I get 4 or 5 times the amount of gold I would buy today. This is Bix. I'll talk to you later. You hang in there. Stay safe.
Well, I grew up in the USA. I was taught that speech was free. Birmingham to Burning Man, you can speak any truth you see. Lately things have changed, they say I can't speak truth no more. And I'm just sitting here wondering who they are working for. See, they're gonna kick me off of YouTube unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook unless I pretend that socialism's a-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They decide what's right, they decide what's wrong, they ban what won't conform. They sit in shadows, they run the gallows, say I must abide the norm. Without free speech we lose freedom, they cut off our free will. If I find truth that they don't like, they'll label me a shill. And then they're gonna kick me off of YouTube unless I say 9/11's just another day. and they delete my friends on Facebook. Lest I pretend that socialism's a-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They're trying to kill free speech in the USA. Now wait a minute, it's not like me to give up on a fight. I'll expose their evil plans, bring their shadows into light. And I'll name names, I'll play their games, I've got them in my sight. They're trying to change the USA. I fight for what is right, so they can kick me off for YouTube. 9/11's all about building 7 and it ain't okay. And they can delete all my Facebook, but socialists fail every time in every single way. And they can shadow ban my Twitter, but I'm looking up at chemtrail skies each and every day. See, they have no right to ban anything I have to say, and I'll fight for free speech in the USA. I'm gonna fight for free speech in the USA. It's my right, free speech in the USA.